Hey, Lorraine Kelly's back.
You back again. He's back.
I wasn't meant to miss that many episodes. I was sick for the fucking Elliot Steele one.
Yeah, that actually happened before you went away. But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. You've been on your travels. You've seen the world. New York, Austin,
Yeah.
New York again.
New York again.
Two good gaffs. New York definitely better. I like Austin. It's good.
Similar to Nashville?
No,
In my head, it's similar to Nashville.
So people had said to me it was. First of all, I went to Austin. So Texas gets 2 weeks a year where it goes cold. And the coldest one, they call like the freeze week. I was there freeze week.
Oh, good.
So people stay in. The comedy clubs were all still busy, but like I was walking past Stubbs Barbecue one night and there was a sign in the window that said, due to this horrible adverse weather, we are taking today off. We're hoping to be back open tomorrow. It was 4 degrees Celsius.
Oh, my
It was like in October.
Right.
Like,
they get some biblical weather down in Texas, don't they? Like Jilly Bean posts about it. She's in
it's very hot
Houston
most
when it goes
of the year.
mental.
Yeah.
Like if they get bad weather, it's mental.
But it's only,
But
I just happened to go on that week. So it was
4
quiet.
degrees is the end of the world.
Yeah. And it was quieter than it would normally be, obviously, because of that. And that did make it feel like it was a town almost entirely inhabited by crackheads. And they've got special crack. You know, like the old hack thing is like, oh, Liverpool got the best smackheads in the world. We're not even competing, mate. Like Austin's crackheads are fucking, like
Champions
they're fucking
League.
class.
Is it crack or is it crystal meth?
I didn't have a conversation with them.
Oh,
I didn't.
excuse me. What have you got anything for sale?
But the comedy clubs are great. The scene's good. It's very supportive. It's a lot less. It's a lot younger than the New York scene. So the only thing I have in New York is sometimes when I'm in a comedy club in New York, there's some people who are like, "Who the fuck are you and why are you here?" And it tends to be comics who've been going quite a long time and haven't like completely kicked on.
That's the old Jonglers dressing room.
You know what I
vibe,
mean?
innit?
But there's a little bit of that in parts of New York. There's none of that in Austin. Everyone dead sound. Everyone dead supportive.
A lot of them moved there recently.
Yeah.
Feels like it's like the gold rush, doesn't it, Austin?
Yeah, and it's very sort of for the comics in that they can do and say whatever they want. There's a comic who is based there now, and he was based out in LA for years, called Brian Holtzman. And when I got there on the first night, I was talking to the booker, and he was like, I think you'll really like Holtzman. He's fucking crazy. So he got me on his show. So I did Brian Holtzman and Friends. That was the last show I did before I went back to New York.
I think I've seen him on a podcast.
Yeah. It like the comedy mothership is like a comedy Disneyland. Like it is being built for comics and it is ran by comics. Like literally, like every door guy, almost every waitress and bartender, everyone who's coming in being like, oh, you're on insert. Everyone is a comic, like waiting for their opportunity. And they're allowed to leave their shift to go and do a spot round the corner and then come back. Like it's just, it's ran by comics for comics. The audiences are a little bit broy.
Yeah?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Joe Rogan's gaff?
yeah. And like, whereas like I think Rogan gets a lot of shit that he doesn't deserve, really, personally. I think, you know, he's a very easy target for a lot of people. But those audiences are very fucking, yeah, man. Like, there's a lot of that. Whereas New York doesn't really have. New York's very London-y crowd-wise because there's a lot of people who just are visiting there or, you know, they're not from there and they go there. But what I wanted to tell you is what it's done for me being out there is genuinely made me feel like a big, fat, lazy cunt. Like, genuinely. Because I think since this has sort of taken off and we've been, like, successful and able to tour in our own name, I've really, like, stopped going to comedy clubs a lot. Like, I'm still there every now and then, but I'm just not.
More nights off than you've ever had in your like, stand-up
And
life.
In both New York and Austin, comics who are right now doing better than me and for years have been doing better than me are still going out every night and working and getting new stuff done. And they treat it like a fucking accountant treats going to the office. They're like, yeah, I'm out working, getting better at stand-up. The amount of like famous or people with a name who were in clubs every night or like I seen while I was out there. Like there's a lad from Estonia who's like blown up over the past 6 months because of Kill Tony called Ari Matti.
Yeah.
It was his birthday while I was out there. And he invited me to his for I didn't even know it was his birthday. And I should have.
Funny guy, man.
He's not just funny, he is an absolute monster. Like those 1 minute clips on Kill Tony or something, but like when you watch them do 15, 20 minutes, and when he wants to, when he decides, I want to kill for 5 minutes, he kills for 5 minutes, and then he does 5 minutes of new stuff, and then he goes back to doing whatever he wants. He's fucking brilliant. But he's on the lower end of like the fame name of the people I'd seen in these clubs. But there's also a couple of other, on top of comics, I've got to read you a list out of everyone I've met in comedy clubs or by doing their podcasts over the past few weeks. And this list of names is insane. And it's just made me want to go out every night while I'm back. I genuinely, for the next year, I'm properly committing to when I've just got like at least 4 nights a week, I'm going to be gigging one way or another, whether it's an Adam Rowe and Friends or a Murderer's Row. And on top of those, I'm going to be going to the Frog, Hot Water, Creatures, popping over to Alexander's to do Danny's gig in Chester, going down to London for a few days, just doing some spots. And
mate, I did the Frog the weekend before last. They're not bothered about doubling. So I did 8 gigs in 3 days. And you came away from it going, that is like supercharged your week. Usually you just do 1 gig.
Yeah.
Maybe you could squeeze in 2 if Hot Water do. The doubles are a pain in the neck. Now the Frog are like, yeah, just wander down there and do that as well. It was fucking phenomenal. It was exactly what you're talking about. But there's not loads of you've got to make the opportunity.
I'll earn my wages from the podcast and the Adam Rowe and Friends and like Murderers Row shows and the comedy club work. I'll obviously still take the money for them, but it's all about just getting spots in now. I want to be doing like at least 4 nights a week out and at least like 6 to 10 gigs a week. Like, I just want to be working and getting new stuff out.
He's back geographically and artistically.
Listen to this list. This is people I met by either doing their podcast. And think about how far removed this is from names of this ilk being in comedy clubs in the UK. And as we get towards the end, it does get a bit...
How far into your trip did you go, I need to make a list of these people I've met?
About 2 days into Austin, so like a weekend.
Right.
Okay. So Ari Matty flying.
Yeah.
You know Todd Barry.
Yeah, the older guy.
Yeah.
Very funny. Did a crowd work special, didn't he?
Yeah. Giannis Papas. Decent size following, specials,
History Hyenas.
Selling tickets. History Hyenas. Paul Verzi does the podcast with Bill Burr. Gigged with him. Joe DeRosa was out pretty much every night in Austin at the Mothership. Mark Normand dropping into New York Comedy Club a couple of times. Ari Shafir did his podcast. Chris Stefano did his podcast, and he was at a couple of clubs. Sam J, who was on the roast of Tom Brady, just on the full weekend at the Comedy Cellar with Sam J. Tony Hinchcliffe from Kill Tony, obviously, dropped into the Mothership 2 or 3 times, just done a set. One night was Tony Hinchcliffe and Friends, so he does his full hour at the end of it. Joe Rogan just dropped in on the Tuesday night, went in the main room, jumped up for 10 minutes, and then went in the little room and done a show that they call Bottom of the Barrel, which is the audience write down suggestions for jokes and the comics riff on it. Some of the most fun I've ever had on stage, and I can't wait to sort of steal the idea and do it at other stuff over here. Mike Birbiglia was just working out at the Comedy Cellar in New York. Amy Schumer just working out at the Comedy Cellar at New York. Andrew Schultz obviously went and did Flagrant again. The best Flagrant episode I've done by I don't know whether it's out this week or the week after. That was a fucking laugh, and it was really fucking good. And,
is that because you just got the magic in the room, or because you feel like you've done it a few times, you feel relaxed?
Both of those things, and we recorded at 7 p.m. and we were all having a beer.
Nice.
So
he's better.
It was just fun, and yeah, it felt a lot less like it were you and just when we have someone in who's like,
yeah,
like he started and he was like, this is the 3rd time, innit? And we just flew off. And he really fucking bent over backwards to make sure we got that in, because he was in Vegas the night before. He got an earlier flight back, went to his house, dropped his stuff off, and then came and done a Sunday night 7 p.m. record. I had to push my flight back by a day to make it work, but he was like, we'll get this in. He's just the soundest person. Judd Apatow.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck off.
So he's about to host, I think it's the Directors Guild Awards. So he's got to do a monologue. So he was testing out the jokes for his monologue. He just dropped into the Comedy Cellar, jumped up. If you don't know who Judd Apatow is, Google Judd Apatow movies, and look at all the comedy films he's written and directed. 40-Year-Old Virgin, Step
You'd
Brothers,
have seen all of them.
Trainwreck, insane. Bradley Cooper just sat in the corner of the Comedy Cellar when I got there, talking to Esty, the booker, and he's directing a film with Will Arnett in it, in which Will Arnett does stand-up. So Will Arnett was there, and I had to follow him. But he's... this is the thing I said to you before that I can't tell you on pod because it's sort of like classified information for now.
Yeah.
So I've got something to tell you in a bit. Red Foo. Do you know who Red Foo is?
No.
Do you know who Red Foo is?
From LMFAO.
Yeah, the lead singer of LMFAO.
Fuck off with the big head.
Yeah, he was there.
Who else is on this fucking list?
What was
Bradley Cooper wasn't even at the end.
Angela Lansbury.
There's one more name.
Dead.
There's one more name.
Thanks.
And the person I'm about to tell you, you got to understand, New York comedy clubs, unless you're the headliner, everyone does 15 minutes. This person that was on stage at New York Comedy Cellar did half an hour of stand-up. It wasn't good. I will give you a guess each, and if any of you get it, I'll give 500 quid to any charity.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
Freddie Quinn.
Have a real guess.
Okay, so that's the state.
Are they a comic or is it like?
Carl.
Red
I don't
Food?
think they're a comic.
No, they're not a comic.
Carl, is Kaiser Wilhelm dead?
I don't know who that is.
Closed the main room of the Comedy Cellar, the original Comedy Cellar, McDougal Street. Closed the show.
Will Ferrell.
No. I see
Are they a
the,
comic?
no.
Oh, fuck.
Comedy actor, surely.
McLovin.
No.
Not a real person.
Lady Gaga.
You're the closest so far, but no.
What?
It's a woman then.
I should have said
woman.
Kaiser Wilhelm.
Woman singer. Mariah Carey.
You two are in the right area. It was Madonna.
What?
You know Madonna?
Who?
You know Madonna?
She can't close.
You know,
I give her support. Give her a middle 20.
you know Madonna? Well, Madonna turned up at the Comedy Cellar, and apparently this is not the first time. She goes there to hang out quite a lot, and every few years she just fancies her chances.
Did you speak to her?
I sort of wait, like I was sat on the comics table, so she was like, "Hi."
Give her some notes.
You didn't get a picture with her?
I didn't get a picture with Madonna.
You gotta play it cool, man.
Some people, that coolness goes out the window.
No,
right?
because you look
no,
like
not
a
in a comedy club.
She's not a comedian.
No, but like I am. Yeah, love.
Mate, I'd suck a bag of dicks. I'd get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I seen Madonna do half an hour of stand up.
What kind of stuff is she doing?
Racist.
I get it.
No, like just like.
Because her
Do you know the best way I can
observations
describe it to you? Genuinely.
Go on.
Imagine if Madonna tried stand up. It's exactly what you think it. Like, so
She doesn't
I'm
sing.
Madonna.
She
you know-
doesn't sing. She
No.
doesn't break into song.
I thought like she'd have closed with like a virgin or something. Do you know what I mean? Like
Get the
just
crowd
fucking-
going. Yeah.
just end on one of the hits. But like she bumped the comic. Like there was two comics meant to still be on the show, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna put Madonna on. You two can get paid and just go in the sit."
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but yeah,
Mental.
yeah.
Got some Madonna songs up, Finn.
That was meant to be for me and you, but yeah, sure.
Isn't that fucking wild?
That is absolutely Vogue, that.
Where does... Is there not a temptation to be like, listen, Madge, first couple of times you did it, didn't really work out. She's like, no, this time I feel it.
No, she went, Papa don't preach. I'm getting on that fucking stage, mate.
Nice car.
Gotta get away with that one.
That's not his song, is it?
Yeah, fucking messing at you.
I'm in love
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
and I'm doing a close.
That's sick. She's one of the most famous people who's ever lived.
She is. Yeah.
She could put
She
it
looks
away,
like a
though.
bag of shit, by the way.
Yeah, she must be pushing.
She's
She
Ordered
must be
away.
mid to late 60s, yeah.
She leads with a crotch too much for a pensioner.
Yeah, and but the audience watching it are like,
You've got to laugh at Madonna.
You don't have to laugh at anyone.
You'd have
I think
Martin Luther King.
Are you
Lady
still,
Gaga would have done
Are you still at the point where you're like you're pinching yourself at that point?
not
Because
pinching
we're all like we're all meeting mental people. We met Ed Sheeran last year, who's a
Worked with
similar-
him, Finn. Didn't meet him.
Similar ilk, Do you think that'll ever go?
Do you know what? Do you know genuinely? Like in the moment, like it wasn't like mad. Like I knew it should have been.
It's Madonna.
I was just like,
Mad that.
yeah, Madonna's doing stuff. And just my first thought is just don't tell any of the lads until you're home.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
So stupid.
I just can't say anything.
Was a night
until-
out with her possible?
What?
Was a night, because that's what we do whenever we meet someone, we try and get a night out with them.
The thing is, she was just tucked away in the corner, and she looked like, honestly, like she looks so not like Madonna
Yeah.
because she looks like a big punch bag. That like no one was even like, oh, Madonna's, until like someone was like,
Just
you
don't
know,
sit
fucking
on
Madonna's
Madonna.
gone on stage. I just thought it was some stupid old woman.
Clip it! Get it sent to her. Who's this stupid old woman? That's Madonna. I couldn't give a fuck. Was she with Bradley Cooper, or were they just separate, or was it different
No,
night?
totally separate.
They weren't sat together.
No, they were both there on the same night.
Mental.
Bradley Cooper doing a stand-up film will be sick.
Yeah, I love The Star Is Born. That's fucking
Unreal
unbelievable.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds really good what they're making, but I don't think it starts actually shooting for another year or so. They're just in like the development stage of it. But yeah, pretty wild.
Where did you stay in Austin? Tell me more about, because I know we've heard your stories of New York, and I've a lot of people, but I think you're the first person to go and spend time in Austin. I'm fascinated by it.
I've got to be honest with you, because it was so quiet, I didn't do loads. The food was good because, you know, it's proper like authentic barbecue stuff. And then the town's good. It's got like Nashville-y feel to it in a way, because a lot of the bars are like sort of honky tonks, and there's that country style sort of street. 6th Street, I suppose, is their version of Broadway in Nashville.
But in Nashville, it's unrelentingly like cowboy hats and
Yeah, there is that as well, though.
Oh, right, okay.
Like there was someone sat in the audience of the Mothership with a cowboy hat on,
right. Okay.
and you know,
Was it you?
it was me.
Did you take your cowboy hat?
No. I bought a new pair of boots while I was out there, though. While I was pissed after the Liverpool game.
The ones that you put on your little
Yeah,
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're heavy.
Yeah, they are.
So there wasn't that like love when you first went to Nashville. There wasn't that I can see myself living here.
No, not at all. I'd like to visit and do the club every now and then and work out of there, but do you know, genuinely, do you remember in Nashville how we were talking about how safe we all felt?
Yeah.
It felt like genuinely safe everywhere, didn't it? Not there. Like, I was staying a 12, 13-minute walk from the Comedy Mothership. So when I was walking to the show, I would walk, but I was getting an Uber back.
Really?
Because I was like, there's genuinely so many crackheads. There's so many of
Which
them.
you don't see in Nashville, do you?
No.
Like,
Not really,
I don't know
no.
what they're doing that's different, because there's a lot of tourists that you'd think if you were begging or whatnot, but I didn't see it.
There was a few in Nashville.
What was there? But it wasn't.
It wasn't awful, but there was a few.
There's round the corner from the Comedy Mothership is the Creek in the Cave, which is where Shane Gillis filmed his YouTube special. That's a fucking fun room. I got to play that. That is really cool, and I like it a lot. And they do a show in there on, I think it's Sunday nights. Yeah, Sunday nights, and they call it Banana Phone, right? And it's sort of seen as like this rite of passage to go from, like, there's an open mic scene in Austin that, like, everyone's sort of like, they're just the open micers. Like, Beat the Froggers. Or
Yeah,
King
yeah.
Don, you know what I mean? Those guys. And if you do Banana Phone and you do well at it, it's like, oh, maybe you could start moving into, like, the odd, like,
All right.
you know,
Yeah, I
slightly
get it.
better level of gig. Banana Phone, you go up as a comic and you get a minute. And that's it. You get a minute.
They love the minutes in America, don't they?
And then after the minute's up, you stay on stage for 5 to 10 minutes and the audience can just heckle and roast you. And you can give it back and stuff. But you just have to go up to your minute, try and smash it so that everyone's like, oh, he's quite good. And then people will be shouting like, you know, they'd be shouting about my eye, they'd be calling you bald, like whatever.
What?
You know?
Even if you went there.
I would love to see that happen.
bald.
I'd love to see someone try and do that over here, because apparently Beat the Frogs got so much more supportive. They've had to take a guard down. It's
It's all
cards.
that
Two
generation, isn't
cards.
it? Be nice to everyone.
The American roast culture is strong, apparently.
Yeah, it's. I went down with Ari Matty to watch it. He was like, "You got to come down and watch the show. We'll go and have a beer and watch this." And it is just brutal and funny.
Would that work here? Could we have a brutal night, or would people be put
Well,
off?
that's what I'm saying.
Do you reckon?
On a random Monday, I don't know. You could with our lot because they
Yeah.
get it.
And they'd also, be play by the rules as well as don't be super dicks.
Yeah,
Super dicks.
it's super dicky.
What have you been up to, Dan? Because Adam's been in, the North America.
Just keeping this fucking ship afloat, mate.
Have you?
No, not really. I've been in London with my lady wife, missing out on the hip hop special at Bongo's Bingo. I had a lovely time in London, but it wasn't Friday night at Bongo's Bingo
Did you fuck?
with you. We fucked.
We didn't
London
fuck.
fuck?
We didn't fuck, so, that's one to you.
You fucking in the House of Parliament?
That's what I call it. Or else.
Westminster Abbey on the front.
Abby pussy.
Oh.
Was it good in the Parliament?
Yeah, thank you to the lid who very kindly was like, fuck Finn's sister-in-law and I've got a better hookup for you. And because you had a hookup,
Oh.
but then he stepped in and went, I work at Parliament.
What did you say?
And
Did you
so
say the
he...
king?
Was it Keir Starmer?
It was Keir Starmer.
Who did you meet? Because he met Madonna.
Who did I meet? I met an aide to an MP who showed me around the Houses of Parliament.
There's no one famous there.
Yes,
Go on.
Vladimir Putin. He was also on a tour.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we had a selfie. I didn't post it, because I'm a comic.
Was there nobody cool there? Like, was there no, Alan Sugar? Nothing?
No, it was
Saturday, innit?
it's a Saturday in Parliament. It was just some grumpy security guards, me and the soundest lid ever. Thank you, Phil. You're a fucking legend. Took us round for 2 hours. He's come in all the way from like Wimbledon. It takes him 40 minutes to get in. Showed us round. Took us in Portcullis House, which is the government building. Not over the road, under the road. You go under a road.
Wow.
It was just a really cool little insight. Took us into some committee rooms. Saw the House of Lords. Saw the House of Commons. And I've done this when I was 7. But it was really cool to get an insight of what it's like to work in government. Saw a Japanese person sneeze. That was fun.
Fuck off.
They sneeze Japanese, you know.
Go on.
Do it.
They go,
That's a sneeze.
Yeah, I chew in Japan.
it's amazing. I heard him sneeze. And I went, it's a Japanese person sneezing. Turned around, Japanese.
That was the highlight of the.
I feel like I should have let you go first. I met Madonna. I saw some Japanese fella with a flu.
And this is all the politicians that I saw. I had to write a list of them. Yeah. Harold Macmillan, Betty Boothroyd. She's dead.
I met
I didn't
Boris
write
when
down.
I went to Parliament.
Hey, that's what I mean. I want to meet one of the fellas.
Yeah.
You met him?
Yeah.
Did you dap him up?
No. Even at 11, I knew bad guy. But it was when he was in his fucking bike phase.
Have I got news
So he
for
was
you?
cycling it. Yeah.
I thought you meant biker phase then. Boris Johnson's here. Hell's Angels, what?
Me, Finn, and Harry got very drunk on Friday.
Where did you go, Carl?
Went to the Hip Hop Bongos Bingo, which was
Bongos are starting a podcast as well.
Yeah, let's give it some love.
Paul
Yeah.
was telling us about it.
From the bungalow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Class.
It
Go and check that
launches
out.
at the start of February, doesn't it?
stories from the bingo, basically, like behind the scenes. Like they've got obviously insane stories, haven't they? So that'd be great.
And Bongo. Johnny is a fan favourite, so go and support him.
Yeah, they've been so amazing with Dan's anthems. Everyone, I just love that company. Like from Johnny down, it's just all such good eggs, isn't it?
You said you did something that I don't know about. Something happened to you.
Oh, on Saturday.
What happened?
We'd had a rough night. Harry got kicked out of me and Harry shared a room. Harry got kicked out of our room after I'd left because
Sorry. Whoa. You got kicked out of a hotel room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not for like I'm not like rock and roll.
No,
I
you
was-
did.
No, well, I was in the shower 40 minutes after we were meant to check out because I was just making myself throw up, but he wasn't coming.
In the shower.
I didn't. I just took all my clothes off and got in the shower. I thought it was better than doing it in the toilet. 'cause
Honestly,
I'd
It's
done loads of-
100% sometimes better.
I
when
just
you're
done
ill.
I'd done an horrible poo in the toilet.
You done an horrible poo and it made you feel sick, so you got naked in the shower and tried
No,
to
I
force
felt
yourself to be
sick before, during the horrible poo, but I didn't want to
By the way,
horrible poo.
at midday the next day, I was as drunk as midnight the night before. Honestly, said when we go in the gym, I was like, I am absolutely twatted. mate. I was fucked.
Why were you so drunk?
I don't know. We drank loads. Like,
Yeah, but-
Bingo can fucking write it off.
Oh,
That
yeah.
Oh,
For
there's
some
something in
reason,
the
before
drinks.
we left here, we came here. Me and Harry had a Mackey's. Carl was on a diet, so we had 2 chips.
still I'm on a day.
Carl went, right, we're having tequila.
We
And
emptied a bottle.
and it was the worst tequila.
It was bad
It
tequila.
was Sierra, do you know the fucking like offie one with a little. We just
with the Mexican ass on it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bad tequila.
we
yeah.
just
Stripper.
emptied that before we went, so we got there jazzy. Didn't we?
Yep.
I knew you were pissed when I put like stuff in the group. Like when you were replying in the group, I could tell you were pissed
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah,
through
yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got there. That was unbelievable. Carl was amazed. That was only my second time at Bongos, but I can't wait to go again. I want to get one in the diary.
So
with everyone.
fucking fun, isn't it?
Let's do a country one next.
Is he done? Surely he must have done one.
Yeah, I've done a few, yeah.
Yeah.
So me and Harry went back to our hotel. I had to leave because me and my brother were going the match. So I came here to meet him. I left a bit earlier. We got a bit distracted playing darts in the lobby. So we left late to go to the match. Tried to get a taxi, couldn't get a taxi. So I went, let's just get a scooter up. And he went, oh, I don't know about that. I don't trust it. The roads are busy. So he was like, right, can you take us the back way? I was like, I don't. Yeah.
The Houses of Parliament.
Right, Finn, just put a pin in this. Can you bum me?
I don't know about this. You're going to have to fuck my ass first. Take my mind off it.
I'm worried. Can you please have sex with me in the ass?
So he went,
I don't know the way, if I'm honest, son.
I'm not feeling too good. If I come, I might feel better. Bomb my head in.
so
His actual brother as well.
yeah, my actual brother. So I was like, yeah, we'll go up the back ways.
Oh, dear.
I was like, I don't know the way though.
The back way from here to Anfield, by the way, where the fuck have you gone?
I don't know. So I went, okay, I'll follow my phone, and it tried to take me the way I'd go. We were going to Tanny's. That's what he was like. I want a Tanny, so I was like, sound. It tried to take us the main way that I'd drive.
Yeah, we'll do, yeah.
Yeah. So
The back way, please. Yes, got it, lad.
So I ignored that and we went up a different way. And I was following the sat nav, and it's got a little holder in the voice scooters. So my phone was in that. We were going up a hill, and I must have gone over a little bump or
Oh,
something.
no.
The phone has gone to fall out, and instinctively I've just gone, catch the phone. So I've taken my hand off the handlebar, tried to catch the phone, done a flip, and landed on my head and skidded along the road.
How's your phone?
Huh? My phone's fine. It's got a little chunk out of the case
Okay, yeah,
and
right.
stuff like that. My jacket's fucked. I was wearing a big...
How's your brother?
he
Ass is sore.
Still attached to you.
Sit down.
he wasn't, you know, it's lads. He just went, get up. I was like, right, okay. But I twatted my head. I've ripped my jacket. I've got a few cuts and bruises and stuff. But extremely hungover. That was, you know, not an ideal way to go to the match. My jacket was all ripped out the back, so I looked
I think
like,
even if you were like fresh as a daisy, that'd be
it's not ideal. It's not ideal either way. But yeah. But he was blaming me. I was like, no, it's the phone's fault. It was the phone's fault.
Yeah.
It was human error. It wasn't
It's
the
also
scooters.
your fault for trusting the scooter with your phone. Just put it in your pocket.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
way.
but I was following the map.
Just know
just
the way.
look every
I did
minute.
know the way. If I'd have gone the way I knew, we'd have been fine. And that's what I kept saying to him.
Was your brother on the back of the scooter?
No, we had a scooter each.
Oh, right.
We had a scooter each.
Sorry, I thought-
he was just a bit behind, pulled up alongside me and went, get up. I was like, right, okay.
So loving.
Yeah.
I ruined my diet in the best way. Why did we go to Botan? It wasn't my idea.
It was your idea.
wasn't it? Yeah. Was it really?
Yeah, where did we end up? So we went Bandito
Went
after
to the
the
Bandit.
Bongos.
Silly. I got more tequila. I was at the peak, and I went, yeah, keep going.
We went to a magic
Which
pub.
is
You
what
never
I
do that.
never do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We went
Harry's
to a
Club.
magic
No,
pub.
we went to 81.
Wow, it was mad. We went into
went to
Salt. I've
80.
never been to Salt Dog. We went in the door of Salt Dog Slims, and then I closed my eyes, and then we were upstairs in like a secret bar.
You went to 81.
The Carl knew the code for, and there was like people behind the door, and I couldn't wrap my head round. And then we stood at the bar for maybe 30 seconds.
No, so we got the seat on the end of the
I
kill
thought you
seat,
meant literally the Magician's pub.
which is next door, or above it actually, innit?
What?
We got the end seat
There's
in
a
81.
Magician's
There's a
pub
magic bar, yeah.
Literally, yeah.
in Liverpool
There's a magic bar.
Oracle, is it?
Yeah, it's called the Oracle, yeah.
with all the local magicians.
I think it's just a couple of them. But you go in and they're like, fucking...
No.
It's
No,
where 83 was.
And you've not taken us to hang out with all the magicians.
I'd actually really like to go.
Elliott.
So we sat
I
down.
love a bit of magic, mate. Bit of juggling in there.
We sat down with people they didn't know we were out with, by the way.
No. I did know when you reminded me.
They didn't know. We've been out with these people for 2 hours, and Harry went,
No, I still don't know who. Apparently, we were out with some chefs. What? But in my head, like they had the
We
big
met-
hats on. I don't remember any of
we met
that.
them in the bungalow they used to work in, a gaffer liked. Ended up going out with them.
Oh, I got swilled with Buckfast as well, so I had no top on. I had like a jumper on, but I just stunk of Buckfast.
But we sat down in 81, and you know when you're done, and then you see someone else who's done.
Yeah.
So I turned around and they were like, please, we can't do it anymore. And I went, you just want to go home? And they went, yeah. So I went, boys,
Of
we're
course,
going.
he was topless and covered head to toe in wine.
And then so that was my idea.
It was
Yeah.
definitely that's the one thing I do remember because there was a fella there who had.
By the way, there's not a chance that you're being that close to the boat and not going, of course it was your idea.
But I'm on a diet, and I went, right, I'll just get chips.
yeah.
I said, I'll just get chips.
I'm on a diet.
The worst
at the end
thing
of
you
a
could possibly
massive
get on a
piss
diet.
up.
It wasn't. I definitely beat her. We went in there, and some kid went, oh, lad, he was a fan. And he was with his mate who had a Canada Goose on. So I was calling him a dog hater.
And he had a shark. He had
What's
like
the
a
goose?
shark tooth necklace, didn't he?
Canada Goose.
Oh, I thought you were saying a can of the goose. You had a can of the goose on. It was like aftershave.
Got the goose on, lad. Yeah, whole can.
A full can of the goose.
He had the Canada Goose on. There was a kid who was a goth. He had an elephant tooth round his neck, so I was calling him the goth. I was comparing the boat on. And this kid went, lad, I've never been here. What shall I get? And I went, yeah, you need to get doner meat, sweet chili and tahini. And then turned round to talk to the goth and the dog ate it again. And then when I turned back, he bought me the scran, this Patreon. Thank you.
Sick.
You were nicking my pizza as well. I do remember that.
Was I?
Yeah, but he was doing it so fast, and I was, like frame rate. My brain was at like a lower frame rate, so I looked at my pizza, and then just like a slice had gone, and he had it
Like it's a flick book.
like,
Skipping pages.
like if there's like a frog on a lily pad or something, and a fish comes up and grabs it. The car was doing that, but with me pizza.
I then booked an Uber and walked directly outside and got in a black taxi. I got home and the taxi ain't have arrived. I was like, I'm at home, mate. I had to pay for an Uber as well. Got in, and there was something. So we've got a cleaner. You know who the cleaner is. Some of my things were in the bin, unsurprisingly.
Oh my
But it was insane wind, so the bin had knocked over. So I got home and I was like, why are all my things on the floor outside the house? Like Tupperware and stuff. So I picked it up, bladdered, like, what the fuck? And then opened the door and just dropped it all on the floor. Wallace wakes up, Seneca wakes up, it's 2:30, and she's looking at me like, I was like, and I'm like, to her, I'm sober. Joe, and you think, they believe this? I'm like, listen, all of our Tupperware was outside on the floor, so I had to bring it. And I'm like, oh, she's believing this. And she's like, can't go to bed at 2:30. I was like, no, I'm explaining it to you. And then I went to bed and woke up at 8 o'clock, more drunk. Don't know how that happened. Insane. Woke up at 12, still bladdered, and then went to the cinema and watched a sad film and cried for 2 hours.
But you got to go under the ground and not over the ground.
I didn't get pissed at the Houses of Parliament.
It was a great 2 days.
I figured out a little hack. Well, I think it's a hack. Before we went to bed, Harry had one as well, but I don't think it worked for him.
A wank.
Do you know we talk like
You don't need a woman, you can make yourself come. Life hack for men.
Woman in your hand.
Do you know we took 500?
Wrap your hand round your cock, rub it till you come. Don't even need a pussy.
And he had one before we went to bed. It didn't work. I'm still dead horny.
My tolerance is too high.
Do you know we took 500 energy gel sachets each to India because they told us we'd need them?
Yeah.
Have them at the end of a night, just before you go into bed.
So then you don't need to sleep.
Hold on.
Life hack.
It's
Never sleep.
Why had you got them with you?
because I did this on a different night out by accident and it worked. So now it's a running thing. So got to the room, had 2 of them because it's just carbs. It's full of carbs and I wasn't that hungry. So I'd nailed 2 of them, went to sleep, and the hangover wasn't as bad as it should have been. I was as pissed as them.
Could you not
and I was-
hungover yet? You're not going to get that next week.
When I woke up, I was nowhere near as hungover as you two seemed to be.
I wasn't hungover. I was still
Wow.
Finn's just unconscious on the bed cycling.
Oh, and see, we live in time. Fuck me. That as a parent, it would get you big. Like
Wait, everything gets me.
we live in time. It's Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Really, like happy, sad British film, and everyone in the cinema just cried for 2 hours.
And you were hungover,
And I was
which is the worst. Day
Everyone
to
in the
watch a
cinema
sad
just
film.
cried for 2 hours. It starts sad.
Yeah.
the first 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, you instantly know what's happening, and then it tells you the story of what happened. And oh my word,
But good though.
oh beautiful, like so British and like subtle and funny and smart and like, go and watch it, but you will.
You're in the pockets of Big Pew, you.
I'd love to be in her big pocket,
You see her tits in it.
like a little kangaroo. She's getting
Just too
she's getting
sexy.
the girls
You see-
out
Again.
Yeah, and she didn't need to, did she? Really? Did she just feel like she just did that for no reason? Go and watch it, man. It's fucking. But yeah, when you're sad from
I
a
love
hangover-
like the fella's writing it and he's like, I think this might just be a bit too sad. Florence, would you just get your tits out just like, for 2 seconds? Just cheer everyone up a bit.
kind of what happened. I wanted to go and see Saturday Night because there's a new Saturday Night Live film out, isn't there?
Yeah.
Called Saturday Night.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About SNL?
It's
Yeah.
about the first
What's the formation of it?
episode of SNL,
Class.
Yeah.
or the first series. It's meant to be good.
I got pulled in for the random bag search at the airport today. I think it was because I was on my own and I had 3 large bags.
How many arms have you got? How are you doing?
Well, I had my big North Face one. I had a Patagonia duffel and I had my Aim Leon door
Yeah.
thing. So I was pulling these 2 and I had the other one over me. And this fellow was like, "Come here, a friend." Right? So I go in with
Where
him.
was this?
Where was he from?
What? Manchester Airport.
Oh right, okay. God, you got your accent down.
And like, this is almost like a hack comedy bit, right? But like, he goes, "You know, you're not allowed to bring in drugs and firearms to the UK." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Do you know what else you're not allowed to bring in?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he goes, "What do you mean you don't know?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're getting at." And he goes, "Some cigarettes you cannot bring, some alcohols you cannot bring." And I was like, "Well, I've got nothing like that this time, mate. Like, whatever."
This time.
But like
away with
sometimes I would have ciggies, you know what I mean? So I was like, I haven't got anything like that this time. And he goes, "Okay, I have to search the bag. I'm going to call my colleague." And he goes, yo. And this guy comes over. And,
Was he Hawaiian?
What?
Was he Hawaiian?
Might have been.
Yo.
And then he goes to me, as the other fella's coming over,
Hawaiian name.
he goes, "Did you pack all of this yourselves?" And I went, "Yeah." And
He's going more Dutch. It took too long on the
you pack all of
packing.
this yourselves? And I went, yeah. And he goes, "Has it left your site at any time?" And I was like, I snapped a bit because I was tired. I went, "Does this look like hand luggage?" And he went, "What do you mean?" I went, "Well, I haven't seen it for the last like 7 hours. I've been on a plane, haven't I, mate?" And he went, "Right, so you're saying you cannot take responsibility for the contents of your bag?" And I went, "Well, I packed it in New York and then I gave it to a man in New York."
That sounds
And he-
bad.
And he hid it from me for 7 hours.
Yeah, I think you've got to be more specific there.
And then a fella come over and was like, "Oh, fucking hell, no way." He's like, "You're that comedian. I don't in it." And he's got me passport in his hand. And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes to his mate, "He'll be all right. Let him go." And they just didn't look for in my bag. So that's national security in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
Put some clips out on TikTok.
Yeah. And then you can fucking bring all the cocaine in. I've got 4 bazookas in my bag.
Bazookas of cocaine. That's the new measuring.
Double illegal.
How much are your bazookas? Do you 3 bazookas for 100?
It's like a magnum of champagne.
Tell me you wouldn't snort coke off a bazooka. Yeah, you could actually. You could tell me that. couldn't
I
you?
wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. I reckon you would have done on Friday night.
Oh yeah, I'd have done lots of things. I was a fucking absolute belligerent. I had Shrek ears on.
Oh, I had,
Why did I have Shrek
I've got those.
on?
I
No,
took
but
those
why?
on.
I don't know why I had Shrek ears on in the pictures.
You did have Shrek ears on.
I don't know why.
Jesus Christ, boys.
Yeah, the bingo's sick though. If you've never been, what are you doing? Because it's literally the fucking sickest night ever.
I actually think the sickest night ever is Adam Rose Hall Ye, and there's still 50 tickets left for this Saturday.
The 1st of February.
Good pins. Pins?
Yeah.
Nice. Should we have a break?
Yeah.
Let's break it up. Hello, everyone. Very excited to announce Dan's Anthems is on sale now. I've wanted to do this event for ages. Adam's been doing his country all days. They've been smashing it. We're going ahead. We've got a great venue, content where they do bongos, bingo. We've got Sunday, the 20th of April. It's Easter Sunday. So you've got the next day off. That's a bank holiday. Come and have a day rave. I mean, it's a day. It starts at 4. So you can do all the family stuff for Easter and then come and have a dance with us 4 till 10. If you need to get home early, if you need to get trains, you can get home. It's a very reasonable amount of time. If you've ever gone clubbing, if you enjoyed raving back in the day and you haven't done it for a while like me, come and get involved. If you've still got a great social life, just come and have a massive night out with all the lids. And it's not like hard techno or anything like that. We're not trying to be cool. Just club classics, absolute bangers, all the good dance music that you know and love. With me on stage curating a DJ set. We've got Felix Leiter DJing. Johnny Bongo is DJing, our very own Charlie. It's a great lineup of music. It's going to be an incredible event, very welcoming, very inclusive, but a lot of fun. So, tickets available now in the episode description. Dan's Anthems, Sunday, the 20th of April, 20 quid. Get on me. Welcome back. It's made me, we need a venue. You talking about Austin.
I want to buy a comedy club.
Oh my god. It's all I want. I said this last week to you.
You don't want much, Carl, do you?
No, that's all I want from this venture, what we're doing. I want the end goal to be Haverway Comedy Club. Please.
I won't be able to bath the kids though.
I'll work in it.
You can have a boxing gym in the
Well, either we've
So-
got to do earlier shows or they've got to go to. That's the problem. They need to start going to bed at 1 a.m.
They'll get older. They will start going to bed at 1 a.m.
Yeah, midnight bath. I'm still a good dad. It's their fault. They just go to bed at really
Well, later on
unreasonable
when-
Or
times.
just get an apartment above the comedy club and put a bath in it.
Just keep them in the bath. They're pruning.
I love that you've just said that. Because we had this meeting in the sky once and that never came of it.
No, there's been an undercurrent. But when you go to a comedian's fucking comedy club that is now like, it feels like the center of the circuit of the world, doesn't it? Makes you go, we could do that.
The Comedy Cellar in New York for me is the same sort of vibes as well.
Ground
The-
Zero.
The only different, the only difference with the Comedy Cellar is there is a pressure to absolutely smash it every single time. Whereas that's not there at the Mothership. The Mothership is go and work out, go and do your thing. The Comedy Cellar is just as incredible in every way, but it's like go and tear the absolute arse out of it.
That's a bit like hot water, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard to roll. You can't, like, Friday, Saturday night, you're not rolling on with notes, are you? You've got to smash.
Yeah, but even like on a Wednesday night at the Comedy Cellar, they're like, you won't get booked if you're not smashing it every time. It's not a workout place.
Right.
It's not the gym.
Shall we do some Patreon special suggestions? Adam's back.
Even though we've got this
Anyone
year
leave
booked up.
bazookas?
Let's do Cocaine Bazooka.
We've got this year booked up now, haven't we?
Well, I mean, some of it. And also, we've changed our mind on things before. Patreon special suggestions. Lewis says, got an idea for you lads for a Patreon special, the Coach Trip. Get Brennan to host since he is the Coach Trip experience. Team up in doubles and do various challenges from Liverpool all the way to some baguette shagging village in France. Some really unnecessary anti-French feel to that at the end.
We did a coach trip in India.
We did. I didn't like it.
That
Oh, we're not doing that Coach Trip. No. The guy that works at Manchester Airport. Oh.
That was just the driver.
Got just roads that have been blown up And they're like, we should do a diversion earlier. No. Just get to where the motorway's been exploded and then just fucking jam 9,000 cars down
We're meant to be there
a
in
dirt
4.
track.
I'll do it in 8.5, boys. Don't you worry.
You booked a nice hotel. You won't want to see that till 1 a.m. Fucking nightmare. I think a coach
Yeah, it could be
a
fun.
coach trip special would be kind of fun.
As long as the coach is ours.
What? Oh yeah, we're not joining on some nanamobile to fucking I don't know where nanas go.
Scarborough. My nan used to go to Scarborough all the time.
Bingo, what a racism convention.
The racist bingo
In
convention.
Scarborough.
Yeah.
Racist bingo.
How'd you play that, Finn?
Don't know. I didn't listen to the rules.
I think I know what you do.
2 big black bunders, 88.
You don't shout bingo, you shout.
The past.
I do like this idea. It's an What's going on?
I don't know. I love it.
I got carried away.
He's come back. He's a new woman.
It's the first one I've had in ages that isn't turgid.
Well, we've got to.
I'm back again.
We are going to get back right back to what feels familiar. Brilliant. Where are we going? I'm not going Scarborough to some fucking.
No, it needs
No,
to
we're
be
going
like
to
France.
fucking some baguette shagging fucking gaff, aren't we?
Bordeaux.
We're going south. We're not going.
Shall I have a look how long that would take?
Where have you got Bordeaux from?
It sounds the most French. Got an X in it.
But
You know what I mean? Auxerre. It's got an X in it.
Jeremy Auxerre.
Yeah, it's just.
Is he a player?
There's Ali Adia
That's
for Arsenal.
Jeremy Auxerre sounds like a fake French footballer, doesn't it?
Yeah,
15 and a half hours.
great with stops.
We'll get the Indian driver. We'll do it in 3 days.
15 and a half hours would take us what? Like if we're yeah, that's a 3-day trip, isn't it?
I'd say maybe Toulouse is not Toulouse. Bordeaux's towards the south of France. Are we going south? Or do
No,
wanna
we can just
north?
go Lille or something.
The French Riviera.
Go
Nantes.
Lille and have a Lille
Nantes.
split.
It's a drug humour. Let's go to Antibes.
What? Who did? Is it Rennes? Who
Yeah.
did you just play in the Champions
They
League?
built my
Lille.
kitchen.
We just
We
played
played
Lille.
Lille.
Somewhere up north. Let's go. Oh, let's
Carlisle.
go Normandy.
Normandy isn't up north. It's well down there.
Lille is 7 hours 50. Much more doable.
No, let's just do. Like, if we're gonna do it, in for the penny, in for the Bordeaux, mate.
Let's go and see the Bayeux Tapestry in.
Here's a look.
In Where have you got Normandy in your head?
Normandy is south of here. I'm not lying.
Yeah. It's north
You know,
of
I've just had
Bordeaux.
a moment there. I've just had a thought there. How much of a car crash shit show this podcast would be if me and Carl sat together. Like if we were sat next to each other, because they get distracted enough by each other over there. And there was a moment there where he was like, "Give us that."
Luids.
Oh, let's go and have a bath.
Yes.
Go
take
for
the
a
kids?
swim in the fucking fountain pond. What is it? Is it a pond?
No, it's in a cave, and you go in, and you've got like spina bifida, and you come out.
Valhalla
doing
in
fucking-
Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
What?
Luids. We call it
Yeah.
a missionary.
It's not Lords.
No, that's where they play cricket. Luids.
Can we go and play cricket? ADHD's rife.
No, it is pronounced Luids.
I would love to go to Lourdes.
What a fucking judgment on Lourdes.
It's Lourdes, isn't it?
I mean, my nan went loads and she said Luids
Yeah.
because she had them
was
things in
she
the room
doing
with
in-
like.
Would she not mean the shop on the corner by the Adelphi?
She did. Go with Luids.
Why did she go loads? So she got a season ticket to Lourdes?
Well, she's a was not an is, but she was religious.
I did nothing for her.
So she had them to the Virgin Mary's full of water.
Yeah, she,
Cries, doesn't she?
Loads of them, mate.
you think it was water? She's just getting bevied on a coach
18
trip.
hours to Lourdes.
The Virgin Mary's full of water. She's never come.
It's just
what
holy,
my nan said.
it's just holy water.
piss.
Can you see
Holy piss.
how you pronounce that word? Because my nan said Luids. And the school went as well. All the goths went.
Yeah. But I would love to go.
Yeah.
Imagine if you did go for a little fucking dip and that, and you come out and you're like, fucking hell, no more headache.
Now I'm going to dancing.
I don't have spina bifida. You never had it, Dan. Yeah, but that's what.
I won't have
The
it.
Lord works
Cured
in
my
mysterious
AIDS
ways.
right up that.
Hang on. Lourdes.
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 Lourdes. I'm not messing. Can we go there? Or it's on a little religious missionary. It's fucking good. We've never done religion.
Where is it in France?
So
Lourdes?
very south.
South.
It's basically Portugal.
Is it frowned upon to piss in the pool?
Yeah. Yeah, but if you say sorry, God instantly forgives, isn't he? So
It's right near the Spanish border.
There you go.
by ours.
Is it?
Is there?
Right, so
I think it's near where we were going for the rugby.
Perpignan.
We go
Yeah.
to that car park again, we fucking booting off, mate. I can't wait to one day be back in that car park, you know.
Oh,
Just cancelling plans.
That was one of
The best beers
plans
ever.
is one of the best things ever, but doing it with the boys on Aldi.
if you, genuine question, right? If you got diagnosed with something horrible, you know,
Spina bifida AIDS.
like
What?
whatever, like
That's it. Spina bifida
Yeah,
and AIDS at the same time.
something like not like life threatening, but like bad, like fucking kneecap cancer or something. Right?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose your kneecap, but we've contained it, Dan.
Right.
Just your kneecap.
Right.
Right. And then we went on this trip, and you went for a little fucking dive, and then you come back, and the doctor was like, "Your kneecap's on. Don't know what's happened there."
So it's a shame we took them. They grow back, do they?
No.
So hang on. I get kneecap cancer and I
Yeah.
just get on a coach with you to the south of France.
people
Yeah.
do it.
Great medical advice.
No, listen. The doctor's like, "You're gonna lose your kneecap in like 6 months, but for now, it's just gonna be a bit sore."
Just enjoy like,
Right.
crouching.
So then you're like, "Oh, whatever," and then you come with us. You come for a fucking little swim. Yeah.
Is there a pool?
Yeah, Lord,
You come back for your checkup. Doctor's like, "This is a miracle.
Strong kneecap.
But you got the best kneecap I've ever seen."
You've got
So-
the opposite of cancer. You've got unbelievable kneecap.
Would you
look at him
then
jump.
Would you believe in God?
I'll give it a think, yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
I'll give it
We'll book that in.
Are you just a missionary?
We're going to book knee cancer in for you to see if it goes.
Oh, I have to get knee cancer. Just smoking with my legs.
Is the missionary sex position called that? Because like it's just like for religious, like it's just like
Borden. Google that. Why is it called missionary?
They invented
Is
it in
missionary
Lourdes.
sex just like, oh, this is what Jesus did?
So you can just make eye contact and talk about the Lord while you're banging.
Doggy does feel disrespectful to the Lord, doesn't it?
Feel disrespectful to everyone involved, I think, yeah. Go on. Is it?
1940, said to be named so because early missionaries advocated the position as proper to indigenous peoples to whom the practice was unknown. What were they doing?
They were banging doggy.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
because doggy is the actual way that we used to have sex.
Oh yeah, it's the way
Missionaries,
animals do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that maybe they were like,
Do me animal.
do you think? Do you think?
I love it when you giggle before you ask a question.
Do you think they were like, doggy's too close to gay bumming? And we don't approve of that.
Right. So the missionaries were there in like Rwanda and they were like, listen, everyone's got to start because you might bum each other accidentally. And that is ungodly.
It was invented by
John Missionary.
1960s Presbyterian hipsters in the summer of love.
Yes! It was McGull in the 80s! Come on!
Doggy?
No, missionary.
Someone love that.
It's the source of everything. It's someone I love, mate.
Do you know what?
You can look at me, come on. You dare get.
Listen, is straight bumming against God?
Yeah, it was called.
Sodomy.
Sodomy, yeah.
There,
That
was
was just for the gays.
there's a word begin with B or something.
Woman.
That's the technical term. You can still bum missionary.
There's some like Christian women.
Look at that.
Genuinely, there's some Christian women who only bum before marriage.
Yeah. Deeply religious women. Are they like in the mouth or in the ass?
No, genuinely,
Because God's watching.
They will only bum before marriage because they're like the pum pum is for me husband.
It's a buggery. It's in the Bible, like no buggery.
Isn't that just like messing
No
around?
buggery.
No funny business, no buggery.
I like the way you work.
I want to bum it up. Hang on.
So deeply religious girls are like, fuck my ass or fuck my mouth. But the
Google that thing.
The Bible
Westminster
doesn't, the
Abbey
Bible
for the
doesn't-
husband.
Are there Christian women who only take it in the arse until marriage?
Google that.
Buggity only.
Pull that shit up.
It's like
Genuinely,
vegan.
I read an
Women-
article about this.
Article.
Who only, what was it? Only take it in the arse before marriage.
Oh, bombing or whatever.
Oh, buggity.
Is that so they can like preserve
The pussy,
so
yeah.
they're still like a virgin?
Yeah. They've
Madonna.
still got a hymen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Ray. She sounds rough, this Christian. I need my fucking hymen for my husband, mate. Just clatter it into me arsehole. I fucking love God, me.
Right. No scripture says it's
No,
sin,
it's nothing to do with script.
so it's got to be mutually desired.
Yeah, everyone wants the arse.
Don't rape anyone in the arse.
We all advocate
Awful.
that, by the way.
It doesn't matter which way you get into Anfield. Get consent.
Yeah, it's fine.
There you go.
Good to know. So when we go to Lewis, Dan, you know, play ball,
Stop
mate.
fucking bumming everyone. There with my kneecap cancer. Just bumming some nun.
There you go. If you ever ask Laura, can you fuck her in the arse, and she says no because it's against God, you can ring Finn and say, speak to Laura there.
Laura, come on. Google says it's fine.
Stop using God as an excuse.
Oh, can we get this sleeper bus?
That's
Right.
not going to be fun for content, is it?
Just have a kip all the way down to Lourdes.
Patreon special, Carla's and that.
No, but I mean, are you going to sit there for 18 hours? Are we going to stop at hotels?
They said we're going to stop and do challenges. That's what Coach Trip is.
Oh yeah, we'll go to a motel.
Motel rather than a sleeper bus. Okay. I'd like a big RV for me to fuck with me.
No, we can do. Yeah, we can do what you want.
I like this. Coach trip to Lourdes.
I mean, it's got out of hand, hasn't it? We went from Scarborough to fucking the south of France, but I'm into it.
What would have to be like genuinely the smallest miracle that happened to you after being in that pond for you to like believe? What if you end up with like a fucking 9-inch bell end?
Oh,
Miracle.
the Lord works in mysterious ways,
You put your bollocks in a haunted lake once.
and they're still small.
Oh.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
You
You were
have an
there.
absolute chopper.
Yeah, it'd be. It looked like I just got a hard on from all the ill kids. Isn't it just ill children that go?
No? What?
It's a lot of old people.
That's Miami, isn't it? Where they swim with the dolphins? What are you talking about?
Do you only swim with dolphins in Miami?
Florida's where they go, innit?
Oh, right.
They either go to Florida or they meet John Cena.
Yeah, you're not going, I've got cancer, or you can either meet John Cena in Florida with the Dolphins or go to Lourdes on an 18-hour coach trip.
No dolphins.
It's generally speaking, it's a lot of like pensioners
It's
who've got
nans.
regrets.
Yeah? It's a proper nangaff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they try and wash away the regret.
They're just like, oh.
Just spent a lifetime believing in God and taking up the arse.
And then they jump in the pool.
They just go to clean out their arseholes. And your nan was there all the time, yeah? Wow.
I mean,
Interesting.
they are not related, but yeah. I rescind that joke.
Right, yeah. A 9-inch dick would be nice.
No. He said Bella.
Oh, shit.
You still got the same shaft.
Oh. Just a bulbous... That looked like I had bell end cancer. It spread from his kneecaps.
But it's not wide. It's not like, the dimensions aren't right. It's just long.
Genuine question.
I don't see the problem.
Genuine question. Right.
No, it's not.
Knee cancer. 9-inch Bella.
You're a married man.
I am.
You don't have sex that often.
It's, you know.
How much would a big dick actually change your life? Would you be asked?
Oh, it'd be opportunity lost, wouldn't it? I should have been in Lourdes when I was 22 and doing some
Know what I
fucking
mean?
banging.
All it would mean is like your jeans are slightly less comfortable.
I'd have to change. Would you have to change jean size?
You'd probably have to change your jean cut. I don't think you can have a big dick and skinny jeans.
You can get the Bella end cut.
Really? You could just wear them backwards. Room in the back.
Boot cut, tuck it in your boots.
Nice. Yeah. Laura, I don't know if maybe she'd be like, that'd be heartbreaking, wouldn't it? If she was like, right, 3 times a day, let's go.
3 times a day.
I've seen a fella with the world's biggest dick.
Oh, he was on.
Doesn't like the clowny wide.
He was on Good Morning, wasn't he?
No,
Good Morning.
that's the UK's biggest dick. This is the world's biggest dick.
Oh,
How
right.
big
I've
is
seen him.
it?
He's a proper nerd, isn't he?
How big is it?
Wait, actual size, 14 inches, flaccid.
What a fucking waste.
3.5 meters.
Just split
hard.
that between like 4 people. Why is he like to
Literally
one
split
guy?
up between 4 people and everyone have absolute choppers.
That's sad, isn't it?
So I'm getting a bigger dick in Lourdes. That's the coach.
Or knee cancer.
Right.
Cured.
How bad is it if I actually go in the pool? I will check my dick afterwards. That's going to look bad, isn't it?
Apparently for
Do you
every-
get is it a queue or is there everyone just like,
Can you Google that thing? And tell you on.
It's like Real Sun Centre.
Yeah.
You pay $5 to get in.
is there a slide?
There's a lot of people.
It's one in, one out.
Loads of
There's a slide.
How do you think you get in?
What am I googling? Is
It's
there
like
a
one of the
queue
ones
at
that
Lord's?
drop as well.
I want to see the.
I want to see Lourdes.
okay.
I thought it was just a cave.
Lord's.
It's a big fountain, innit?
It's a town.
No, but like
The gaff.
There was a girl, wasn't there, that found Mary in a cave. That's why it's like a pilgrimage spot. Because like this girl left the village of Lords, went to the cave. Mary was there. I think she was crying or covered in cum or something. And then
Mary.
they made it.
How long ago do you have to make that up for it to stick? Because if we said that now, everyone would just go, "Nah, you're talking poo."
What, that you met Mary back
Like
in...
if I went to like I don't know,
70 AD.
like Old Swan and went, "Hey, Mary was in there," and everyone's going, "Wow, it's sick," and now it's a pilgrimage. No one would believe you no more.
Where was it?
yeah, because
She
you
was
have
just in
phones,
having a
though.
pint.
No, but how long ago do you have to make that shit up for it to stick?
Pre-phone, like 90s.
90s.
Yeah, because if everyone has a camera phone now, if it's the 90s, I've just seen Mary in this cave.
No one had cameras
Just take it away.
pre-90s.
Yeah.
What you on about? That's the thing with Scientology, isn't it? The fact that it's the guy was around in like the 60s.
Yeah.
That's it.
And,
It devalues it, doesn't it?
Mormonism.
What's the Mormon fella?
Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith.
Dum 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 dum.
Start of the century, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it was about 150 years ago.
And he found some fucking gold tablets and was like, "Oh, God's told us that we all have to be
So we
born."
can't
And
do
they were
that
like,
no
"Where's
more.
the gold tablets?" And he was like, "I buried them, and I wrote it down."
We can't do that no more. We've lost the joy of inventing bollocks.
Yeah, it's the same with like ghosts and stuff, isn't it? It's the same principle.
Yeah, you'd have seen him on
Everything's provable now.
on a Ring doorbell.
Yeah.
There's no mystery anymore, boys.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You couldn't make a new religious thing up now. Religion's finished.
No, I just do think there's more mysteries to the world. I was watching Neil deGrasse Tyson the other day.
I love it how you say that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just Neil deGrasse.
It's French, isn't it?
And he was like, think about it this way. Like, we share 99% of our DNA with chimpanzees. So we're 1% better, essentially, than chimpanzees. And, like, if a chimp can, like, sort of point to, like, I want the banana, not the apple, we see that as, like, incredible. Like, the most basic things that, like, our toddlers can do would be incredible if a chimp could do it. And we're 1% better. He's like, so imagine, like, what 1% better than us would be if there's a higher power or like an alien, like, sort of civilization that is 1% better than us. We would, to them, they would look at us the way we look at chimps.
Yeah, cat's an F1, isn't it?
And that's what he said, Neil deGrasse.
Cat's an F1.
But that's the sort of like scientific, the sci-fi thing of like there's other life on other planets. That I could get behind totally.
No, but there is, isn't it? There definitely is.
Well,
Now, I
that's the
listened
thing,
to,
isn't it?
Definitely.
You don't think there's any life out there?
no,
at
I
all?
think there's a chance, but you can't say there definitely is until
I think the
It's
odds
a-
of there not
it's-
being is insane.
I think it's likely, but it's a lot less likely than I once thought it was. I was listening to Brian Cox talk about it, and he was like, we're intelligent life form now. Humans have only been around for like a couple 100,000 years or whatever. If the universe is 13.9 billion years old or whatever it is, then if we've only been around for that amount of time, we're basically like a moment in the day, like a second of a day. We've
millisecond.
been here, and it took that long for conditions to be right on one planet for us to be able to live and be whatever. He's like, so the chances that it's happened somewhere else, it's not that it never will, but it's a lot more likely that it hasn't happened yet, and we might be the first one.
or it's happened and they've all died out because they've had their little. Like the chances are, how long are we still going to be here? That's we've talked about this.
Not in this universe, though, because carbon dating exists, doesn't it? That's how we know about dinosaurs. It'd have to be in another universe. Do you mean in our universe, in like our solar system, or do you mean like
What
else
do you mean?
elsewhere.
Universe
is everything, isn't it?
No, sorry. Galaxy, sorry.
They could be in our galaxy.
Do you reckon, yeah?
It's massive. There's fucking loads of space.
How did we go from bumming to this? My head hurts. Like,
What did you do?
it was very
Have
quick
we done
jump
one
from
Patreon
bumming.
special suggestion?
Yeah, it's coach trip. We booked it in. It's all fact.
Welcome back.
Lourdes.
Keely Ellen says, Wag Lid, special idea, the Liddendale special.
Shut up.
Get some proper stripper and sexy dancing training by the cast of Magic Mike or something and put on Chippendale style full Monty dance shows for female and gay listeners. Or spring it on some unsuspecting audience. Your choice. And that's from Keely.
There we go. Let's cater to 1% of our patrons.
Women and gays.
No.
No.
Gotta be more than 1%.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like 30.
They love it, that 30 though.
I'm not doing anything for a big oily dance though. It's not happening.
Nothing could get you there.
What could get?
Let's
Do
make
you
some
wanna do
promises that you'll regret later. 50,000 patrons. Because we're
So
teetering
close.
so close to 30,000.
I mean, we're there, aren't we? It's like when it's like
Yeah.
we're not gonna. We are at 30,000, like essentially.
And Carl's got to do stand up. What's her name? Keely.
Keely.
Shut up, Keely.
Betty says, the rodeo special. Horses, barrel racing, roping, mutton busting.
Sex.
Put my horse.
We've done this once in Nashville.
Zach says, Patreon special, darts tournament. Each of the boys pairs up with a pro, semi-pro from one of the circuits in a Premier League style format, or in a similar format, invite guests to compete for Have a Word Premier League Darts Championship.
I don't think you understand how bad it would be to watch that. Like, we're all, like, Carl and Steve play a lot, and they're terrible at it. And I'm
Whoa! We're okay at it.
dog shit. It's not entertaining watching you play it.
No, it would be the worst special ever.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's maybe a 10-minute special of something else.
Oh, if we finally get round to Adam Day and then, like, definitely part of someone's day, you could have a little darts tournament.
But
if
watching
there
a
was some-
2-hour special of Steve and Carl playing darts.
Not good.
Oh,
But what about all the training you could do?
We do it every day. Steal.
Sam Riggs says, the Thailand Songkran special. You lads come out to Thailand during Songkran, which is their new year. The country basically shuts down for a week and everyone dresses in colourful clothes, buys super soakers, and has a week-long water fight all over the country. Literally, you can't go outside all week without some ladyboy smashing you in the face with an elite water gun. All the bars,
sounds like it's going to cock.
all the bars
That is an elite water gun.
have massive vats of ice water outside where people stand, fill up water guns, balloons, etc.
This can't be real.
And just have non-stop
Sick.
fight.
There's a week-long water fight in Thailand and we haven't
looks
been yet.
Class.
Looks great.
You can hit anyone for any reason. They have no right to get angry whatsoever. It's literally the funniest thing you
Hit
can possibly
anyone.
imagine. Everyone turns into a 5-year-old for an entire week. I would love to chase
bet you
ladyboys
would.
around with a super soaker. That'd be phenomenal.
Everyone says there's a 5-year-old for the week. Where do I go? My elite super soaker.
I'm up for going. I don't want to film it. I just want to go on holiday. This sounds class.
What's the thing
it
they
looks
do on New Year?
unbelievable.
Like, what's it? Moon something, is it? What is it? Where they all go in the sea.
No idea.
Don't know. It doesn't sound as fun as this, though.
What?
This sounds I
moon
can't
party,
believe this
yeah.
is a real thing.
Yeah, it's not it's not a whole week though. It's only 3 days.
Well, it is for Sam Rigg.
And
He
it's
just
in
keeps
April?
it going for a week.
Yeah, it's in April.
It's during my wedding.
Do it next year, though.
Do it next year, don't you?
I'm up for that.
Right.
I'd love to go to
I
Thailand.
see they water fight in Thailand. Say no. Go on. There.
Well, we were already booked in to go and do the thing next year.
What's the thing?
What's the thing? Aberdeen.
Oh, the thing in January.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we can go to there. as well.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You do the big thing we're doing next January, where we go to Africa.
Oh, yeah.
I don't fucking. Oh, yeah.
The biggest thing we've ever done.
Africa, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we could do this. That's January. So that's February special. This is May's. Boxed. Sign us up, kid. What's his name? Reese.
Yeah. It's Sam Rigg Reese.
Oh, nice one, Reese.
Daniel Young says, hey, lids. Patron exclusive idea. I live and train at the Olympic Judo Centre in Walsall. Live and train. Cool. And I think it would be funny for you lot to fuck around, fight each other, and take the piss with a few Team GB athletes at the National Judo Training Centre. I'm actually
Judo?
I'm actually a former.
It's a Jewish pizza place.
Come down to judo. There's a non-accent.
Oh, hello.
Judo.
Yeah, I'm into it. I used to do judo down at Priory, Penwitham
you
Leisure
know?
Centre. I was I had two. I had a yellow. I was second Dan.
Teacher. Sorry.
Second Dan.
Nice. Never got yellow belt.
Isn't that the second belt?
Yeah, but if you're not good enough to get the second belt, they put little strips on your. They put little red strips on your. Was it red or yellow? I can't remember. I had,
I had
did
something
karate
to
for
shit.
6 weeks.
which is all you needed.
No, you came with triple black belt and you're like, you don't need to be no more.
You can't fit any
My
more
dad
belts
stopped me
on.
going because I punched Ajax at him.
We've got no more black belts to give you, Dad. There's none left in the country. You're going to have to leave.
I've got 1,000 black belts.
You've battered everyone. All the teachers are dead. Please stop.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course I did. I went home
Karate.
and I was like, fucking get in, you little blade.
one lesson?
Adam, stop black belting your brother.
Give him.
I was sick of it.
Soldier, wait.
It was behind the church in W.
Was it illegal karate?
Illegal.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was underground karate.
It doesn't sound like it was a registered class.
Yeah, it was around the fucking waistcoat.
No, it was in like a hall behind the church owned. Do you know the big church on like opposite Dovey shops?
Yeah.
Like behind that, there's like a little hall bit.
Like a community centre.
Sort of, yeah. And yeah, I went for 6 weeks, but then I was just like leather and Ajax. I also got banned from watching Dragon Ball Z for the same reason.
Yeah.
I know her. I mean, I don't know. When I went to school with her, I could reach out. She won bronze at the Olympics in Taekwondo, or silver. It'd be good to have an actual Olympian teach us.
Yeah, but this is
She's won medals, mate.
This is
Come
the
on.
National Training Centre for Judo in Walsall. It just gets no higher for judo.
Isn't judo just like the same move on repeat?
It's
Yeah.
basically,
Like a leg toss.
yeah, tripping someone over
Yeah.
by
Hip toss,
grabbing the pajamas.
It's shite wrestling, isn't it? It's the shite wrestling world championships.
I think we should go.
I'd be up for it.
I'm not up for it. The MMA one was good as part of Carl Day. This would be a load of poo.
Adam's back.
Last one. Nathan Ferris says, hey up lads, Patreon special idea, British 24-hour kart championship. Every August, the British 24-hour endurance race happens and anyone can enter. There are around 9 to 100 karts on track, so it's constant chaos. After the success of the Red Bull Soapbox race, with Carl's driving skills improving since the crash, and Adam knowing he will probably be great at it, it will be fun to see if you as a team could try and get through the 24 hours, especially when it's 3 a.m. and you're all getting cranky with one another due to sleep deprivation. That's from Nathan Fairest.
I don't know what this is.
Go karting for 24 hours.
Like Le Mans, so like you'll jump on for 2 hours and then I'm going to jump on and then Dan's going to jump on and Finn. And like, it's an endurance race.
Tag team go karting.
Is there a limit on how many people you can have on your team? Because we could just do a whole back catalogue of guests, just do half an hour each.
Just Thomas Green over and over.
Our pitch, just 1,000 people. You're probably limited to 4, aren't you? Something like that. Sure.
Probably limited to the exact amount that is right here. Yeah.
It makes sense for it to be limited.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. I'd be into it.
I'd love to have a fucking... Isn't there a new go-karting gaff just here?
It's been there for quite a while now. The indoor
Up
one.
to 10 drivers.
Up to 10.
Between 4 and 10 drivers.
2.4 hours each. We could do that.
And you split it as well. Did you have to do that in one go?
And the Red Bull Soapbox, I mean, we went down going, oh, these are all gimps, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was cool. I love go-karting. It's one of them things you do. Go, we need to do this every 6 days. And then you don't do it for 10 years.
Toasties.
Yeah, go-karting's sick. It smells great as well. I love
Can
the
we do it
smell.
on your stag do then?
I don't know. Yeah.
You don't know when your stag do is.
I don't know where or when it is, but I know it's going to be good. Too busy. And we're not having birthdays this year. and Zerica. Our birthday's gonna happen. We're gonna go happy birthday as we go for something to eat, and then yeah.
Just suck it off. All right, lick it out. She sucks you off.
Just bummer she's not married yet. Okay, no jokes about that.
It's time to have a word with
You're not married yet. To me,
Here's your asshole.
my stag do's after the wedding and before the wedding.
Yeah, it's fine. It's in wedding season. Have a words. David Connell says, lads, have a word with my dad. For ages, he's worked nights, so we've always been used to him coming back dead late and all had to stay quiet for him as he slept through the morning. I went out for a pint with him yesterday and he let slip that he'd actually been retired for the past 4 weeks and has been going out for the day, having the day to himself, then going to the pub with his other retired mates till late in the evening, then coming back with his work jacket on so we wouldn't suspect anything. And he slept through the day whilst everyone tiptoed around the house as to not disturb him. Am I wrong for thinking this is mental behaviour to keep up with a weird pub double life for the past month? And do I tell my mum? It's from David
Tell your mum if you
Connell.
want, but you're a fucking gimp, you.
Respect to this
Whoever's
man.
written this in. This is fucking class.
Respect.
Your dad's been on the fucking sauce for 4 weeks. Celebrating the time. What's wrong with this? Who's he eating?
Hey.
By the way, that is what you should do for retirement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just go, we're going to the pub until one of us has kidney failure.
Yeah.
That's what
Are they all retired at the same time? Is it like a fucking
No, you get to a
class of,
certain age. and
class
your
of
friends-
25?
I'm going to say your friends are going to be around the same age.
Yeah, your work pals.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
When I retire,
Yeah.
just go to the pub for a month. It's essentially just one long lock-in.
You're not going to retire, are you? Surely you'll just tape it off till you die.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'll just taper off till I die.
You know what I mean? No, what I mean is you're going to get old and go, I still love doing this, and then one day you'll be dead. You're not going
We
to go,
spoke about this before, though, and he said he is going to retire.
you know, you,
No, I didn't.
you would be fucking
I said I'm going to
lost.
go into a. I'm going to work. I'm going to do exactly what Carl said. But my version of retirement isn't just that's it. I don't work.
Yeah.
That's what when people say retire, like I mean take it down some gears.
Tape it off till you die.
Yeah. Because if you love stand up and you still want to do it and you're still funny enough, then you'd want to do that. If you're still enjoying podcasting and people are willing to listen, you'd have to have an older crowd go with you. But that will happen, won't it?
Yeah.
People who are like listening to podcasts aren't going to get to 60 and go, I'm too old for podcasts. Our generation of podcast listening will get
We
old.
are the radio. We are Radio
None of us
4.
are gonna
We are
retire.
Steve Wright.
Yeah,
of us-
Tony Blackburn's still going.
Yeah.
He's like 84 or something.
And he was king of the jungle back
And
in
it
the
keeps
day.
them
He was,
fucking
the
young
first.
as well, having work to do. You don't want to retire and have nothing to do because that helps you just drift off into old age.
Whatever I'm
with your
doing, I'll
kneecap
still be
cancer.
doing when I'm old. But if it's not this, but like in this world, I'm not going to go, I'm finished now.
But there is a point in your 60s where you might want to do stuff a bit less and be at home more. That's what I see retirement as. Like if this is fourth
now.
gear and being on tour and podcasting is top gear, then there is a third gear and a second gear where you're still doing some gigs, still doing a bit of podcasting, and it just chills out a bit. That looks all right
I'm never stopping.
as
though.
you get into your 60s. But fuck, just stopping completely. What are we going to do? What, Laura, just me looking at each other. I have to get an allotment. Shoot me in the face. I don't want to.
Tape it off.
I'm going to
till-
work harder every year until I die. That's my new plan. Every
Right.
year. Just do more.
Dick Van Dyke's in the fucking gym taking a piss out of me, by the way. Seen that? Just be like him.
Isn't he like 100 or something now?
Yeah, and
99.
he's doing like
Why is he taking the piss out of you?
Because I've got him on a dead pool. He's like, I'm going to the gym. I'm not
Oh,
dying."
right. I thought you'd been fucking tweeting.
Yeah, but he might die in like a fucking weightlifting accident or something.
He's doing the leg press at 100 years old.
And he's doing single.
That is a... What?
He's taking one leg off and doing single leg press.
Chill out, Dick. Yeah. Let it go. Just on that Mary Poppins money.
That'll do, donkey. Chill out, Dick.
Just doing absolutely fuck all. What do you do?
You go to pub for 4 weeks with the boys,
Yeah,
mate.
well, that doesn't sound so
You go
bad.
on holiday, you like decorate the house.
Right. So just in one cycle of like, you just had 2 weeks in Benidorm.
That
come
i-
back and...
That is what they all do, though, innit? When like working class men get to 60, they all get either really dark orange or really bright pink. And they're constantly
I'm
either in Benidorm or doing the loft.
Don't they just spend the whole morning going for the paper and coming back?
Yeah, oh, I'm going to go out, get paper, come back. I'm going to do it loft and then go up Benidorm.
Do the loft.
Just every day.
What are you doing in the loft?
Every day. Where's Brian? Ah, he's on his way back from Benidorm with the paper. That loft needs redoing.
That is in my head what they do.
Do the loft.
They all get fat and they all get like this ridiculous tan. You know what I mean? They all look like mahogany.
You've got to join the gym as well and get your dick out permanently because that's what they do at my gym. Pensioners with the wangs out.
Doing the loft on in Benidorm.
Golf. They play golf.
No, working class. That's like a middle class older dude move, isn't it?
I don't know about
No,
that.
I think as you get older, it becomes less so.
I don't know, you know.
I think if you go to most golf clubs, it's not fucking hell. You know, I worked in factory.
No, that's
I've
if you
done
go
the
into a
loft
nice
20
one.
times this week.
If you go into a nice golf club, it's
Oh,
it's
sorry, I
more-
didn't fucking ghetto golf with Brian and all that.
Ghetto golf full of pension. I'm tired, man. I'm only doing 9. I'm going to go and do loft.
I'm in the loft, lads. It's doing again. What are you doing in the loft? Oh, you know, sitting down.
So hang on, this is what we do. This is what retirement is. You wake up in the morning, you get a paper,
Yeah.
then you go to Benidorm, then you do the loft, then you go to ghetto golf. It doesn't sound that bad. I just can't be arsed doing the loft at that point. Right.
Clean the garage. Paint the fences. They love painting fences and stuff.
Give that another coat.
Ooh, get the run seal out.
They do garden a lot, don't they?
They fucking love the garden,
They
don't they?
love a garden.
Yeah.
They love like, oh, don't know, you can't be kicking a ball near my flowers.
Oh, then petunias are coming up soon.
Yeah.
Sounds like you, Dan.
I don't do any gardening. I just have a garden. We
Did you? Have I made this up? Did you really get into your gardening like 2 years ago?
No, I got a garden,
Cockney garden.
and we made a garden. So I just laid a lawn. But all the gardening's been done by...
Do you know, honestly, in my head, every second you're not in this room with us, you are planting flowers.
I've
Potting.
never planted a flower in
You're
my
a
life.
potterer.
I like a potter. Who doesn't like a potter?
What's that? Who's potter in room garden?
Do you know
I can just see you with your little handheld fucking doing all this shit.
You trowel.
I've never done
As
it.
opposed to a
Laura loves
automatic one.
No, you know the little tiny ones though, where you're like,
Yeah, a
"Ooh,
trowel rather than a spade.
Right.
yeah, oh, I've got to
Spade
just
isn't handheld.
got to stab round this or fucking all
What is
those
it then?
foxes keep ruining me crop.
Crop.
This
Growing
was
wheat.
going great.
Adam thinks I'm a farmer.
Do you think is a spade
When's the
handheld?
harvest, Dan?
Is a spade handheld?
Do you know if like I was in school and someone went, why
back
don't we
to
draw a picture to give to your Dan? Right. If I was like a kid in school and they were like, draw Dan, you're in like a garden. Stick man in a garden with loads of flowers and shit. You'd be like,
But kill me
Sounds
now.
good. It doesn't, yeah. I'd rather go to the pub for 4 weeks.
I don't think a spade's handheld. A trowel
What
is.
is it then?
Like that one.
A spades.
Yeah, but it's handheld. You hold it with your hands.
No,
That's like saying a car's handheld.
Yeah. Yeah.
not everything you hold with your hands is handheld.
Like
I'm confused.
a house phone isn't handheld.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Now a mobile is.
Well, how do you hold a house phone?
Your
I haven't
teeth.
got one.
Oh, well, that's the other one. I'd like to retire and just get in the car and fuck off.
Or kill yourself.
Not fuck
I
off
am
to
retired
death.
anyway. I'm going in the garage. Don't come and find me.
Retired to death.
Wouldn't that be good? Just like get in the car and go, well, I've got a mate in Newcastle. I'm going to just
Get
fuck off to
yourself a little
Newcastle for
camper
bit.
van. That'd be cool.
That I could see maybe.
Yeah.
My mum's got a camper van. They're on like the proper like
Yeah, she has.
they're proper like into their 50s, going around like exploring the youth again, kind of stuff.
Old people love getting a fucking van and just driving to Scotland, don't they?
Is that how people spent the youth? What?
No, I don't.
Because when I was, honestly, when we were
Go
clubbing,
anywhere with this.
Well, they
We can be anywhere. Got kettle.
they just go to those like
You can put a kettle in your car. No.
they just go to those festivals and see like cover bands.
do they?
Trib Fest in Hull.
Hang on, have
Yeah,
they
like
Has she been to that?
they go to like Northern Kin, and that
yeah, but
kind of
that's
stuff.
not. That's
And-
cool.
And like my stepdad's got a
Not
mate
for
who
us.
has like weird hallucinogenics.
Have they retired though?
Is your stepdad like on the fucking gear?
No, but he
Aren't
has.
they big fuck fests?
It's just like elderly gangman.
Like Woodfest?
My stepdad had a mate. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, that had like something like 100-year-old aged weed, and it was like black tar, not like heroin, but like it was like a black substance.
Black tar
And
heroin.
they did, and my mum got absolutely potted off her face off like 100-year-old like archaic weed.
Yeah, but you know you could get potted off your face off brand new weed as well.
Yeah, but my mum does.
What weed does, innit?
Yeah, but my mum
Like whiskey in it. It's finished in a
right.
rum cask.
it looks like brown sauce. That's like more appealing to my mum than weed. She's not a stoner. But like,
She had 100-year-old heroin weed. But a stone, I'll have that heroin weed. That's
because
been
it's in
last
smaller
century.
quantities. It's like this seems a bit easier. And
I
then she
don't
was like,
like smoking. If you want anything, you can put on a sausage butty. Fucking love that. Of
You could make weed brown sauce.
course you could.
Quite easy.
my stepdad once
That'd be
took.
sick. Oh, gonna do that.
My stepdad once took. I think he used to smoke way back in the day, and he once took his dad, who used to work in Algeria, who used to do like hash in Algeria.
Jay Cartwright.
He once took his dad to a Led Zeppelin concert or something where everyone was smoking, and he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna take some weed.
Cool guy.
Do you want
to take some weed now.
Do you want me to get you some?"
Johnson, Dad.
Oh, take some to the
you-
festival.
No, it was an actual gig. Like,
Oh,
in
so
a
like you
venue.
said, I'm going to take some weed.
Yeah, and it's like, "Do you want me to get you some?" And he was like, "Well, what we used to do in Algeria, we used to bake it into stuffing balls." He's like, "So could
He
you
sounds
get
Algerian.
some weed and bake it into some stuffing balls?"
Hang on, is this at the Led Zeppelin gig? He was like, "Can I have it in stuffing balls, please?"
Beforehand, they were prepping the Led Zeppelin
Oh, right,
gig.
this is before, right?
And the
This
girl-
is the pre-drinks.
and the
And he was
girl-
like, make me an Algerian roast dinner.
I'll have an Algerian roasty, if you know what I mean.
We're going to Led Zeppelin. You're going to have an
and
Algerian
my
roast.
stepdad's had to get like special like cooking weed or something. You know, like cooking chocolate. And he's made edible stuffing balls. But he's made like a Tupperware box of them.
Can you have
And he's
weed and
gone-
eggs on toast?
Imagine getting patted down on the way into the gig.
Well, he's
What
got-
are these? They be stuffing balls.
He's
I'm gonna be
gone.
hungry in a bit.
He's gone. Listen, Dad, you've not done weed in years. He was like, "Have half of one now."
Half a stuffing ball now, half a stuffing ball later.
Because there was
But he
like
double dropped
there was
stuffing
like
balls.
There was like 7 stuffing balls. He was like, "Have half one now, and we'll see how you are when we get to the gig."
Very sensible.
By the time they got like round the corner, like Brian was quite a big man. He's eating all the stuffing balls.
No, I'm sorry. Nobody has ever in the history of roast dinners had 7 stuffing balls.
That's the
Even if
entire
they're not
dinner.
pot ones, you don't have 7 stuffing
and,
balls.
he's got to the Led Zeppelin gig, and my stepdad's like.
By the way, what
Brian-
was your stepdad doing? Just not watching him
Well,
as he
he's
could hear
sober
chewing.
He's sober driving.
He's there with his fucking pot Yorkshire pudding.
and he's at a weekend at Bernie's, like his dad, into the gig.
Still got in.
Got them sat down. Everyone's like all over the gaff, and he's gone. Finally, right, I can get. He gets his weed out, and then as he starts to smoke, he gets it confiscated off him. But everyone else is just like
Everyone thinks
passed
they're having
out
a stroke
and-
because he can smell roast dinners.
And Brian's absolutely
he's got
stuffing balled out of
covered
his
in
mind.
stuffing. Yeah, and there's no natural end to that other than the Brian was absolutely potted off his face.
Back in Algeria, we used to put them in stuffing balls.
Brian's a lying cunt, by the way.
He's lived a life.
He's been nowhere near
100%.
Algeria.
And he didn't tell me that story, to be fair. That's just like the myth of Brian.
But is Brian your granddad?
They're like step granddad,
Oh, right, yeah.
but he's like lived the life. But again, I'm not sure if I was meant to tell you that story.
Who's going to get involved? The Algerian authorities?
His
They've
missus.
stolen our secret.
Yeah, the Algerians don't know that we've taken the stuffing balls. It's like, who was Henry VIII's wife who brought over like blowjobs? Brian brought
Anne
over
Boleyn.
stuffing balls filled with weed.
We're not following that, by the way. There's not a question on that fucking sheet that can follow that.
I think,
Pot
we, I
stuffing
think we
balls.
all knew this was going to end with an Anne Boleyn reference right at the last. And that is a Patreon exclusive. Welcome back, Adam. Let the bullshit continue.